Hi guys, bonjour mes amis, I am Booger, welcome aboard. I realized the other day, I buy Portobello mushrooms once in a while because when they go on sale, it's such a nice way to, you could do so much with that. If you like stuffed things, but I've never cut them up and did fried mushrooms, okay? So we're gonna do some fried mushrooms. I'm gonna make a nice dipping sauce for that first. And but I'm gonna do the Mennonite way of frying their chicken in butter. I'll put a link at the end of this video. It's the best air fryer fried chicken recipe is the Mennonite way. So far. I mean, I try a lot of new ones too, so, but by far, that is the best one. I've done it probably 3 times after that video. My daughter loves it. She's like, Mom, is that Mennonite chicken you're making? I'm like, yes, it is. Okay, so, but we're gonna do the mushrooms that way. You guys ready? Let's go. Chin chin. So, like I said, we're gonna make a nice sauce. So we've got a half cup of mayonnaise here. And these are capers that I chopped up. So it's about 2 tablespoons of capers. And a teaspoon of stone ground mustard. This is my favorite brand of mustard. And a teaspoon of that. Okay, that's about a teaspoon. And a teaspoon of Dijon. Oh, I'm at the last minute here. Sorry for those earbuds. There's a teaspoon of that. I'll do a little bit more off camera, but a teaspoon of paprika. My paprika is a hot paprika. I get it on Amazon. I always put a link to the stuff I have. So a good teaspoon of that. Okay. And I have a half a lemon here. I'm going to squeeze, so it's probably about a tablespoon. Yeah. Now you can do salt and pepper. I'm on the spicy level. This is salty, slap your mama, and it's the hot version, okay? I'm going to shake some of that in there. I love this stuff. Now, Tony Chachere's is super salty, so be careful with that one. All right, so I'm gonna mix this up, add a little bit more Dijon. Again, it's a teaspoon. I'll type it all down below. And put that in the fridge for a couple hours, and then we'll do the mushrooms later. All right, we'll be back. So here are my Portobello mushrooms. Okay, I just cleaned them and tapped them dry with a paper towel because mushrooms do retain a lot of water. So over here, I'm gonna put half a cup of water and 1 egg. And mix this up, and I'll be right back. So before I slice up my mushrooms and put them in the egg wash, we are gonna make the batter. This is the collapsible batter bowl by Can Cooker, Game Maker, I can't remember. It's got a couple names. It is nice. They do have an extra large one that you can get. This is the regular size. I always put a link down below. This is on Amazon. The extra large one, if you have fish fries, it would be so good for you guys. So I got a cup of flour, a teaspoon of baking powder. I'll type it down below for you guys. And this is a cup of corn flakes crushed, okay? Kind of like panko. Oh yeah. And salt, we have 2 teaspoons of salt. And here I have 2 teaspoons of hot paprika. My paprika is the same as, this is what I use. It's lovely. So to make it spicier, now you can omit this. You could just put a little bit of pepper in there. I'm going to put a teaspoon of cayenne. Alright, so let me mix this off camera, and then I'll show you how thick I'm going to slice up the mushrooms. We'll be back. So I'm going to get my air fryer ready. So I'm going to get my hands dirty. You'll see the air fryer here in a minute, but it's the Rapid Crisp 5 quart. And we're going to fry this in butter. So I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm drop that in the pan, and we're gonna get that butter melted here pretty soon. But let's get this going here. So I'm gonna slice them up probably like ½ an inch. Okay, let me show you like that. See? Okay. So let me do this, and then we'll do the other part. I don't want to soak them in there like very quick. I just want to do it really quick, okay? Because they're going to get mushy. So I'll be... All right, so let's start it up. I'm gonna do this at the highest setting. It's all listed down below what the settings and numbers and temperatures mean, all that stuff. So I've got it on manual and number 4, and it has a bottom burner, so I'm turning that on, okay? It says 30 minutes, but can you see? I don't know. We'll get the angles right though. But let's melt this butter for a couple minutes anyways, okay? All right, so let me push this aside here. It's one woman show. And that's what it looks like. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so just put your mushroom in the egg batter. And then I can only do one mushroom. These are large, okay? So you don't want to overlap when you're air frying stuff. You don't want to put like pieces of fried chicken on top of fried chicken, you know. So I want them laying in the pan, but not on top of each other. This one's breaking up, but that's okay. Alright. Let's shake this up gently. It's nice, it's got that see-through window. That is gorgeous. Look at that. Alright, so I'm going to wait till my butter is melted, and then I'll put those in there. Okay, 3 minutes and it's melted. So I'm just going to lay them down and do the other half of that mushroom. And I'll be back when it's time to do that, okay? We're cooking this in butter, so I'm going to have to flip these over, but that's okay. They look gorgeous. See how some broke off? Not a big deal. So let me finish this and then we'll go with the cooking. We'll be back. All right, you guys, I cut into the other mushroom so it fits more than one large mushroom. So I'm gonna have to do this in 2 batches. Probably add some more butter, but I'm gonna wait till they get crispy on the bottom. And I'm gonna brush them with some of this butter just to help it out a little bit too, okay? All right, so keep the temperatures as is. It resumes. I'm just gonna do this till I see fit, like I told you. Probably about 5 minutes or so. I'm gonna flip them over. I'm gonna baste them in that butter, and we'll see how it looks. We'll be back. All right, you guys. You hear my other air fryer? I have a 4 quart. This is a 5 quart, like I said. But you saw. I'm gonna show a little clip here. I flipped them over about 8 minutes in. I tried to baste it with the brush, but it didn't work. So I just flipped them over, and it was fine. It didn't fall apart. So do that. You gotta get butter on both sides, okay? And look how pretty that is. I'm gonna go for a couple more minutes. It's not gonna hurt. That mushroom's cooked all the way though. The other one is about 5 minutes less. And the other one's totally different. Well, not totally different. There's no settings like this. It's just a number dial and then a timer dial. So, but anyways, I put the second half of them in that one just to see, compare. So you'll see, I'll put them side by side. Both air fryers are awesome. Okay, so I'll be back. Like I said, 2 more minutes and we'll be done. Oh my stars, look at that. That's a 5 quart. This is the 4 quart. I dare I say the 4 quart did a little bit better job. Let me try it without the sauce. You want to see what's on the other side? Look at that. Crispy on both sides. Here we go. My goodness. That is friggin' outstanding. It's friggin' outstanding. Not spicy though. Oh my gosh. You better do that. That's 5 stars, you guys. You have to do that coating. Man, Mennonites. I love you guys. And gals. Delicious. Alright, you guys. I'm glad I captured these moments on tape. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.